End of an era, Johnny. Yep, indeed. Last Preds fan reaction video from where it all started. I'm barely remembering that this is how this place looked when we first moved in, Jersey guy. Do you think maybe when we get to the new apartment that maybe the Preds will start winning? Maybe this place was just bad luck this year? I wouldn't hold my breath on that. You ever just want to get down on one knee and thank the hockey gods upstairs that Phil Forsberg is a Nashville Predator? Hey everybody, it's Jersey Guy. Hold my beer. Are you sure you want me here? Patrick watch anybody? Is it maybe somewhere that we owe a massive debt to the hockey gods? Again and again and again. You're like a kid again, Johnny. Is happening? Is this happening? Is this happening? This isn't an ad for some dang cookie. I want a piece of that action. Well, you don't have to tell me twice. What do you have to tell me that is going to make me feel positive? And maybe the Titans won't let us down on Thursday. Preds, walk it off! Okay, on with Johnny's reaction video.
Redemption take you home.
Preds lose 4-0 to the New York Rangers Sunday night in Madison Square Garden in New York City, New York. Stop me if you've heard this before. What is this, the 32nd loss of the season? Preds Nation, Johnny here for the last time from this filming location. I am going to do the best I can to sum up this disastrous, miserable game, move on, get some good sleep because I'm going to be working from dusk till dawn, moving out of this place and into the official new apartment. The road trip from hell, and they're only 2 games into it. Preds have been outscored 11-4 in 2 games in the greater New York area. 4th loss in 5 games where they've been outscored by a total of 21-7. Through 60 games of this season, the Preds have now been shut out in 9 of those games. That's a pretty high mark so far. And you're probably wondering, hey Johnny, what's the most shutouts that the Preds have had recorded against them in a single season? Well, you know what? You have to go back, way back to the 3rd season in franchise history, the 2001 season, back when they were an actual expansion team, not like they seem to be acting like one now. That season, they were shut out 12 times. Well, technically, right now, they're on pace to be shut out 12.3 times. So that would be something if they would tie a franchise record for mediocrity. Oh, and to cap off that low mark that they have set with shutouts, 3rd shutout in the last 10 games. That's quite remarkable. For those who may be really paying attention, yes, Steven Stamkos is in quite a drought. He doesn't have a point in 13 games. This team, through 30 road games, I think, is 6-20-4. That's got to be a franchise low. But hey, on the plus side, there was some heart showed in this game with a dirty hit on Nick Blankenburg, my Matt Rempe. But of course, MSG doesn't really think it was a dirty hit, and the refs don't even review it. I don't know what the heck this season is in the league. It's not just games versus the Preds with this one tonight against Blankenburg and the hit against Roman Josi. Last season, I was always seeing every single time something was questionable. Either they reviewed it and the person was tossed, or they at least reviewed it and it was downgraded to a 2-minute minor. How are you not even reviewing it when you could see the man is labeled into the boards, and especially when the culprit is Matt frickin' Rempe? As for the game, of course this was something like this would happen, is that Jonathan Quick would get a shutout in his 800th career game. Congratulations, Jonathan, but I wish it wasn't against the Preds that they would get goalied like this consistently throughout the season. It would have been nice if the Preds had shown up offensive pressure before the 3rd period. 6 shots in the 1st period, 9 shots in the 2nd period, and then 19 in the 3rd period. Well, maybe if you'd had as many in the 3rd period that you did in the 1st and 2nd, maybe you could have cracked a goal by Jonathan Quick, or 2. As for the offense, I don't really blame any of the goals that got by Justus Annunen and Teuvo Panarin. Hell of a shot. Of course, you leave that back door wide open, JT Miller or any 3rd liner or 4th liner on the Rangers is certainly going to score in that exact same position. Preds defense, there's just nothing really positive to say right now. We're just waiting it out 2 more games after this one before the NHL trade deadline in March, with hopefully maybe 1 or 2 or maybe 3 more pieces being shipped off from this roster, with promise of maybe some prospects or high-end draft picks to give us some sort of confidence that this team has some sense of direction heading into the offseason. But Preds Nation, let's leave this video off on a high note. You have seen 5.5 seasons of Preds fan reaction videos shot from this basement suite. Even before I started doing fan reaction videos, you saw me with my highest of highs, sweeping Chicago in 2017, beating St. Louis in the second round, winning Game 6 against Anaheim at home with this team off to the Stanley Cup Final for the first time in franchise history. There have been classic regular season games. The epic collapse video against the Carolina Hurricanes, them bunch of jerks. And there was the classic last second win against Calgary where they tied it thanks to Mikael Granlund and then won it in overtime thanks to Mikael Granlund. It's like, where do I begin? One day I will have to rank my fan reaction videos. You're more than welcome to start at any time and see the old classics. But I hope you've enjoyed it through this stretch. I'm not stopping now. I will see you guys on the other side. So we're really gonna do this? We're gonna try. All 82 games plus playoffs. Alrighty then. What are you doing? Getting in shape for 82 PFRs.